My wife said. I'm leaving you, so I casually walked out with her stepsister instead, and now. My wife said, I'm leaving you. She stood by the door of our Paris apartment, her suitcase already zipped, her hand steady on the handle. The air smelled like rain and burnt coffee. I watched her lips form the words as if she had rehearsed them for weeks. But I didn't plead, didn't ask why. Instead, I just nodded, as if she'd reminded me to take out the trash. That night, I didn't drink or break anything. I simply took my coat and walked out. The streets were slick, glowing under the amber lamps that only Paris can make look romantic even in heartbreak. That's when I saw Camille, her stepsister, standing under the awning of the cafe across the street. She looked surprised to see me, but not shocked, as if she had been expecting this moment all along. I don't remember who took the first step, but soon we were walking together along the Seine. The city hummed quietly around us, the kind of stillness that only comes after endings. I could see our reflections in the dark water, two silhouettes moving in the same direction for once. She didn't ask questions. I didn't give explanations. Over the next few days, my wife sent messages I never opened. Camille stayed. She filled the apartment with music, with the faint smell of jasmine, with laughter that felt too honest for such a complicated situation. I kept telling myself it was temporary, that she was only there until things calmed down. But the mornings became softer, the silences easier to live in. Then, one afternoon, a letter arrived. My wife had filed for divorce. It should have felt like an ending. Instead, it felt like the beginning of something I hadn't realized I wanted. I walked into the kitchen, where Camille was watering the plants that had somehow survived the chaos. She looked up, and our eyes met in that unspoken way that happens when two people understand the same secret. Weeks passed. The city moved on. Friends whispered, neighbors stared, but I didn't care. I found myself living a life I hadn't planned, but one that fit like a suit I'd forgotten I owned. Camille never replaced my wife. She wasn't supposed to. She was the unexpected pause between what was broken and what could be healed. Now, when I walk past that same cafe at night, I sometimes catch our reflections again, only this time. They're not running from anything. They're standing still, watching the lights dance on the water, as if Paris itself had been waiting for this quiet ending all along. And maybe that's what love really is here, not a declaration, not a promise, but a calm decision to keep walking beside someone when everything else has already fallen apart.